Hey guys, you've got Erica Verdi here, and I'm super. All right. Hey guys. So if you've got kids, you might want to, lock them up or something like that. Close the door. Be sure to get a pen and paper out and definitely take some notes. So I wanted to go in just a little bit about how I got into this, and one of the other things that I wanted to talk about was if you really believe that you can do this or not. Because when I first started hearing about people, the person who actually brought me into this business, I saw some of his posts. I'm sure obviously you've either seen my post or you've seen my, I got some stalls going on here. There we go. Welcome everybody. I am super excited for you to be here. If you can hear me, go ahead and give me a little message in the chat box so I can see that you can hear me okay. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Well, cool. Let me just do one thing. There we go. Well, my name is Erica Verdi, and we are live coming at you from all four corners of the, I was really hesitant. I was really skeptical, and I didn't really believe that this type of business actually can work. I just thought that, the money claims and all of that there was just something wrong with that. Oh, it's showing that I'm offline. So hopefully I'm not offline. Yeah, okay, we're good, sorry. Anyway, so it was really hard for me because I didn't feel that that his comment, probably most of the people watching this are into personal development. We've got people on this call all over the place, so thank you so much for taking time out of your night to come and join us. And you are really going to love this webinar because we've got a ton of information in here. This is not a fluffy, buffy type of webinar. You're actually going to be able to use the techniques that I'm going to show you in here right away in your business so you can start really taking your business to the next level. So be sure to eliminate all distractions. I've got a couple of kids under the age of 6 in the house, but you won't be able to. Were actually valid, and it actually, I didn't even give it a chance until I was trying to sell him. And so I thought, well, at least I will get an opportunity to pitch my business to him, and he's just going to fall in love with it, and I'm going to get another team member or whatever. But what actually happened was when I actually listened to the opportunity, I realized that it was real. And one of the things that he mentioned to me that I just want to talk about briefly before I go into the presentation was at the time I was really big into hold on. Oh, can't get on. It says I'm not on. So if you are on, just bear with me. Okay, Carmen. Stream now. Okay, we should be live right now. Okay, can I just get a message if somebody can hear me? Because I had some messages that people couldn't hear me. Okay, thanks, Natasha. Thanks, David. Perfect. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. I guess we had some kind of glitch. All right, David from Columbia. Hey. All right, one more second, guys. I am not there. Okay. All right, let me just post. This one more time. Save. Should be working. Okay. David, Natasha, and the other folks that are on the webinar right now, thank you so much for your patience. I am, you know, sometimes this stuff happens when we're live and you just got to keep rolling with it. So good thing I wasn't into the webinar yet, right? Okay. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, hopefully everybody is on now, and we're just going to keep going. Okay, so if you just joined us, or if you're still here, thank you so much for your patience. Technical glitches, but hey, you know, that's our industry. This is what happens, and you just got to make the most of it and keep rolling with it. So hopefully we are good now. I was talking about how I got into this industry briefly, and for me, what one of the most important parts of it is. My initial sponsor, when he brought me into this, one of the thing that he said was the most important part to him, or the best part about this product that we have, was the actual personal development part of it. And at the time, I'd been going to seminars and reading lots of books and really surrounding myself with really good, positive personal development. And so when he said that, I was honestly kind of like, you know, a little bit snotty in my mind, like, how good can this really be? Because I've already got the best around me. And I'm being totally honest with you guys. This is how I felt at that moment, but I thought the company was good and this opportunity was good, so I jumped in anyway. And I just want to start with letting you know that since I've been with this group, since I've been in Black Ops, my mind has been blown. The level of personal development, mind mastery, everything that has happened to me with my mentor, with this group, has just exponentially expanded. And so if that's something that's important to you, then definitely keep that in mind, because it's really real, and hopefully if it's something that you're looking for, it can change your life too. So anyway, without further ado, I want to get into why you guys are here. You're here to listen to some marketing tips for turning your Facebook into an ATM, and how we use in Black Ops the 1K per day method formula to pop those $1,000 commissions. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay, so here we go. So this is me right here, which you just saw me. So same face, and this is in partnership with. Oh, somebody still said they can't get on. I don't. All right. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm still. Yep, I'm still live. So I'm just going to have to keep going because the rest of you are on this. So let me just send a message real quick. Oh, got it. Good. Perfect. Okay, everybody's on now. Everybody's on that's going to be on. So again, I'm representing Black Ops Underground Marketing. My name is Erica Verdi, and be sure to stick to the end of this webinar. I'm going to try to keep us here under an hour, because I don't have that long of attention span myself, so I don't expect you to either. But stick around to the end, and I have some special gifts for you. And Come on, there we go. So our mission here in Black Ops is to help 50 families add $100,000 to their annual income. And my question for you is, one of them going to be your family, you know? And your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to turn off all distractions, pay close attention. Like I said, you might even want to grab a pen and paper, because some of the stuff I'm going to be talking about tonight, chances are you probably haven't been exposed to it in this way. So as a part of our Black Ops, you also get over $10,000 worth of millionaire mentoring from a real mentor. We're not talking about a YouTube mentor or a video course mentor. This is a live person who you can go to as a part of the Black Ops team. So whenever anybody is in network marketing, direct sales, MLM, home-based businesses, these are the problems that we have here. You know, it really sucks harassing your friends and family. It's not something that people want to do. They dread it. The first thing some people ask when they join a company is, you know, do I have to make a list of my friends and family? Because, you know, maybe they've been rejected a lot, or they've already burned through their warm market list. And nobody likes that. Nobody likes to do that. And one of the problems with that is that these people who are your close friends and family, they might not really be a fit for your product, or they might not be, you know, an entrepreneur like you are. And so for you to try to convince them that, you know, this product is going to change their life, or this business opportunity is way better than their 9-to-5 that they're really comfortable at, you're going to face a lot of rejection and a lot of pain, you know. And then another problem that people have in marketing is that they don't have a budget. Sometimes with these higher ticket items, people have gone all in, and, you know, maybe they've maxed out their credit cards, or they borrowed whatever they can borrow, and now they don't have any budget to actually keep their business rolling. And so that's a big problem. And if they are able to keep it rolling somehow, they don't have consistent leads, and they don't have qualified leads. And this is also a really, really big problem. They don't know how to close, and they don't know how to upsell. So you can kind of get a picture of this pain that people are having. And if you're having all these issues, you definitely don't have any team duplication. Or if you do have team duplication, it's a bunch of people like yourself that are not being very successful, and that's really painful. And you don't know how to be the attractor factor. So if you're going out and you're searching for people and you're bugging people, you're going after people, you're the one that people are avoiding in the grocery store, or, you know, at the PTA meeting or whatever, because they don't want you to pitch them on joining your team again. You want people to be coming to you. You want to be waking up and your inbox is just full of incoming inquiries into your business and into your, you know, whatever product you're selling. You've got leads coming out the wazoo, you know. That's what you want. That's what you want to be, is that attractor factor. So why is it that people fail? Well, this type of marketing is totally different. Salespeople are used to having instant gratification, that pitch and that close. That's not the business that we're in here, guys. They think that it's all about selling, okay? This is not what we have when you're doing these kinds of business. Maybe that works for cars or for something else, but it doesn't work in our industry, guys. It's not about selling. It's not about pitching. It's not about features and benefits. If somebody's just talking, all they want to talk about the product, and they're not actually listening to the person who they're trying to sell to, how do you even know that it's a fit for them? It's the same thing as going to the doctor, right? So just imagine this. So you're not feeling well, you decide to go to the doctor, you're out there waiting in the lobby for them to call your name. They go ahead and they call your name, and you go into the waiting room. Then, of course, you got to wait for the doctor to come in. And finally, the doctor comes in, and the doctor just starts telling you all about this new drug that she found out about. It's like this amazing drug. There's this great procedure and this amazing drug, and you're just going to love it. And, you know, and I'm going to write you a script right now, and here you go. What would you do if that happened to you? You'd be like, what's going on here? I didn't even tell you why I came in here, and you're writing me a prescription and you're telling me to go have this procedure done. Well, that's the same thing the way that most people are doing sales. They're not asking any questions. What's the normal thing to do when you go to the doctor? What does the doctor do? They ask you questions, they listen, and then they come up with a solution. If you're not building rapport with people, if you're not building that relationship, you're never going to get to the part where you can actually find out what their needs are. And you're definitely talking too much and listening too little. Hold on. And you know what? If you are a really good salesperson, you're not at all duplicatable. You've got this business where you've got a lot of people to join your business, but they can't do anything because nobody can do what you do. Nobody knows as much as you know, and they're not able to do what you do. And that's not going to be sustainable. Network marketing and direct sales, MLM, even affiliate marketing, home-based businesses are all about the relationship. Okay, that's what's so different. This is not a features and benefits model. Any kind of business that you're in, no matter what you're doing, you're dealing with people. Even people that are having an online product, you're still selling it to people. You know, and business is about building lasting relationships. And before you can actually talk to someone, you have to connect with them. If you're just trying to pitch somebody or just trying to sell somebody right away, they're going to push back. So just like if you go to the store and the shop, you know, the mall, and the store clerk comes up to you and they're like, hey, can I help you? Can I help you, ma'am? What do? You say, you know, I'm good. I'm just looking. It's good. I'm good. It's the same thing that happens with sales if you're not connecting first. You're going to get pushback. In real business, any of the top levels, no matter what kind of business you're in, no matter what level of upper management or CEOs or venture capital or any of those, it's all about the connection. That's proper business etiquette. And people want to do business with people that they know, with people that they like, and people that they trust, or people that they like or aspire to be like. And if you haven't made that connection, you're just going to come up against a wall. So here in our industry, it's a leadership business model. We have our two main points of what we do. We talk about personal development and leadership, and we talk about marketing strategies. These are the two things that everyone in our industry is connected to. So you want to become that source. You want to be that beacon of positivity and motivation and inspiration. You want to be able to help people with their problems in the marketplace, educating them, solving their problems. You know, you want to make people feel good when they associate your name. So if somebody, it's called the positive neural associative patterns, where they see you, they see something positive. They see you, they see something happy. They see you, they see something helpful. Pretty much after that, every time they see you, your name, something that you've done, they're going to get a good feeling. That's what you want. The next thing you want to do is you want to give away your value for free, guys. It's totally against common logic where people want to hold tight to what they've got so that, they've got something to sell. And that's not what you want to do. Real leaders put themselves out there. They put it all out. And that's how you're going to build your team. That's how you're going to build your business, is by putting yourself out there, because people want to join leaders. So professional networkers in any kind of business, you solve problems. Okay, going back to the doctor, if you're not listening, you can't solve problems. So you got to listen, and you have to ask great questions. Okay, you have to understand how and why people will like you, and then do those things in a genuine way that get people to like you. You need to be a good question asker. You need to listen. Okay, everybody knows we have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Well, you really need to do that in networking, because that's the only way you're going to start to uncover those problems and that pain, and then also be able to take people to where they want to be. It's not just all about pain. It's also about getting people where they want to go, and really drawing out of them that inner calling that they have and helping them to get there. That's what you're actually doing. And your mission is not to pitch, it's to connect. Okay, you want to pique some interest, and then you want to get out of the way and let your company's video or presentation or whatever do the pitching for you. okay? Because, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And if you're just talking, they're not going to know that you care. So these are some of the things that most people do that is not networking. It's not all about your company. It's not all about your product or your service. It's not about the features and the benefits. It's not about your compensation plan or your management plan or, who just joined the company or whatever. You're not going to be selling. You're not going to be presenting. You're not going to be the front man, okay? You want to be the point man. You want to let the presentation be your front man, and you're just the point man. That's what you want to be, okay? You got to leverage your team, not yourself. And you don't have to handle objections. If you're doing this in the right way, you don't get rejected because you're connecting with people. You're not pitching them. It has nothing to do with your product or your service. It has everything to do with the person who you're connecting with. That's what it's really all about. And again, Dale Carnegie knows if you are interested in what other people are doing, then you're going to become that attractive factor, okay? This list right here, plus some of the other issues I was talking about before, is why 97% of our industry, guys, they're failing, okay? They're failing. So how can you build rapport? How can you build a relationship without talking to people? Because obviously you can't talk to everyone. How can you do that, right? Well, anything having to do with personal development, you've got positive quotes, motivation, inspiration. Anyone who's in our industry, that type of post is going to draw people like a magnet, okay? Because if you're in our industry, you're already into that. Marketing how-tos. Anything that you're learning about your business, you can share. You don't have to be a top-notch master. You don't have to have tons of years under your belt. All you need to do is learn something and then turn around and share that. Okay, that's value for people, guys. That's value. And if you don't want to go on a webinar and do something like this, well, you can even make like a Facebook Live. Or if you're really camera shy and you don't feel up to doing that, just make a post. Do something on PowerPoint or in Canva or whatever and make a post and post that. That you'll help people. And that's what we're all in this for, right? Is to help people. Put stuff about your lifestyle. You've got your family or maybe some trips that you've taken or your team that in your business, you guys do stuff together, team building. Comedy, this is something that I personally love because I love to laugh. Trivia. Controversy. Honestly, I stay a little bit away from this, but a lot of people don't, and it works really, really well. So that's definitely something that you can get a lot of engagement in your on your wall, and especially nowadays, it seems like everything is practically controversial. Social proof, you can do that for yourself. You can also leverage your team's success. Piggyback marketing, if you don't know what that is, it's like if I put something of Kim Kardashian and then I'm talking about, a marketing how-to or something like that, I got your attention with the hot picture of Kim Kardashian. Okay, everybody knows her. She knows how to, there's been lots of money spent to make her popular or whatever, but I use that to draw you into my post. And then value-based webinars like this one. So here's just a little example of some of the personal development stuff you can do. If you have an idea for a Facebook Live, just some kind of quote that you have. You can read a book and you can put a little blurb about a book that you're reading. It's real simple, guys. It doesn't have to be, you don't need to overthink it. You just need to start doing it. Marketing how-tos. Some of you probably saw this post where I was talking about this webinar right here. And in the quick post to promote this webinar, I gave some really useful marketing tips, and that can really help people. Again, it doesn't even have to be very long. It can just help people, and you can get a lot of engagement that way. Lifestyle, if you go to cool places, take pictures. You want to make it kind of like your own reality TV show without the the drama. So, or if you find something cool, like, some new product or whatever, put it in there. And, just because people in our industry, they want to see it. Engagement posts or trivia posts, things that you're asking people for a response. You're asking them to interact with you on your wall or interact with each other on the wall. It's a great way to get engagement. Controversy, like I said, I talked about that a little bit earlier. Sometimes you can put something up and you don't even mean for it to be controversial, and it becomes controversial. That was this post here but for the skeptical people, because I was honestly talking from my heart that I used to think all of this was a bunch of BS until I got into it, and I'm working with everybody and I'm on the team and I've had $1,000 days and it's real, and it turned into, controversy. So you never know. But just go with it. And then piggybacking, like that ad right there, I was piggybacking our team, we're Black Ops, and so I was going off of that with the post. So I wanted to go back into, just for a second, back into relationship selling versus conventional selling, So what's so different about it? Relationship it's casual, okay? And the reason for this, I'm going to go into some stats right now, and these are from the Direct Sellers Association, so don't think that these are my own stats here. They're real stats. And I hope, if you guys get anything from this webinar, this slide right here can really, really help you out or help your team out, okay? If you already know this, it might be a reminder. But when someone is first exposed to your product or to your company or to your service, only 2% of the people are going to actually join you or buy your product, okay? So out of 100, 98 people are going to say no on your first exposure, okay? On the second exposure, only 3% are going to join you or buy your product, okay? You've talked to these people twice now, and only 3% of them are going to buy anything. On the third connection or exposure, it goes up to 5%. Now just think about this for a second. And I think that everybody can just, kind of take it down a notch, because it's a casual relationship building process. It's not a, you're going to love this and you should really get it. And, what's wrong with you for not trying it and everything. Guys, only 5% on the third exposure are going to buy your product or join. That's a lot of people saying no. So just take it down a notch. Just tone it down. If you know this going in, it's really going to change how you interact with people. So on the fourth connection, it doubles. It goes from 5 to 10%, but we're still looking at a pretty scary, batch of people that aren't interested at all. But look what happens between the 5th and the 12th connection or exposure. 80% of people are going to either buy your product or join your organization or whatever. So you want to get to that 5th to 12th and not really worry about the beginning part, okay? So that's what we're talking about with building the relationship, because you're going to be having conversations with people, and that's what we teach in Black Ops. We teach you how to have those conversations. We give you the scripts, we walk you through it. That's really, one of the greatest things that you gain is being able to know how to have these conversations with people, how to make that connection, how to build that rapport. And it's really, really powerful. And you're not pitching. You're focusing on the relationship. You're making universal deposits, and you're not focusing on your product or your service. So even for me, this slide is really valid, because even how much I've been learning being in this group, getting my mind into the wavelength of all the people that are so successful at this, so, different levels with mind training, what we learn is only about 3% so far, and especially even in this webinar. What we need to learn, there's way more. So you just have to be in mind that you are always working on more. So I'm going to go over some of the challenges again, because it goes into my next slide. So this is a little bit of a repeat. But if you don't have capital, if you don't have a budget, and $10,000 a month might look like a lot to you, But the big names in any of these businesses that are making, that top 3% of people, they have marketing budgets. That's what's running in the background. That's why they're getting the results that they're getting. And if you're just starting out and you're not making that kind of money, then you're not going to be able to have those kind of results. So you're not also going to have the capital to be able to buy those higher ticket purchase items or to buy the traffic that you need to fund those high ticket purchase items, because some of these bigger ticket products, you've got to have paid traffic. So you might have somebody to be able to close for you, but if you don't have paid traffic feeding that funnel, you're done. I mean, you don't have anything going on. You've got to have those qualified buyers. And people don't know how to become that attractor factor. They don't know how to close an upsell, and they don't know how to duplicate. So if you see me repeating this, take it as a message that this is really important. These are the pain points of our market, guys. If you can help solve these pain points, you will become a leader. Look at this right here. So even though we are broadcasting this all over the world, we are focusing this particular slideshow on the North American population. So you can see here, out of the entire population, you've got a small sliver that are sold on the home-based business industry and a small sliver that are sold on the personal development industry. The rest of this group here, you don't want to be focusing on, okay? You're wasting your time if you're trying to convince the world to quit their 9-to-5 and join your company, okay? Or sell them your product that they're not interested in. They don't want to be healthy, or they don't want to look better, or whatever. You don't want to focus on them, okay? You want to focus on the group of people who are already sold on this model, who are already sold on these products. That's who you want to market to. And of that group, as I mentioned before, 97% of them are failing. So you have a great opportunity. You're watching this webinar, you're learning these secrets, okay? You have an opportunity to rise up, because so many people are struggling. They're struggling and they need leadership. They need you to rise up and take a stand, and for them to follow you, because at the end of the day, people follow people. They don't follow companies, and they don't follow products. What most people do is they go all into their business, okay? And they might even go into debt or whatever, so that now they have to learn free strategies. And the problem with free strategies, they do work, but if you don't know what you're doing and you're doing it on your own, there's often a 2 to 4 year learning curve that's involved with that. And what happens during those 2 to 4 years? Well, if you're involved in your business, you've got to go to seminars, and you've got to go to conferences, and you're popping money for plane tickets and hotel rooms, and you're also probably keeping your house going and everything else, and you're really not getting much back from your business, because you're still learning all of these free strategies that you don't know anything about, and you don't have any guidance, so you're just kind of grasping at straws to get it, and it's really, really painful. And so if you do get to the point where you're making some money and able to reinvest it back into your business, but the problem is most people never get here. They don't make it through that 2 to 4 years, and they end up quitting. That's what most people do. What the smart people do is they use other people's money. Okay, this is the Robert Kiyosaki model, the Donald Trump model, and so you have something like what we have with the Underground Commissions Project, and which allows you to get those $1,000 commissions that are instant. And what does that do? Well, then you're able to afford your higher ticket products or your ad campaigns, and you're not using your own money. And so then what happens is you get your multiple streams of income, and you are rising to the top of those leaderboards, okay? This is the 7-figure income earners. This is what they're doing, okay? But nobody tells you that when they're going in, because they need all those kind of little people to keep everything else going. So your industry options are typically, any kind of MLM, direct sales type of business. You basically need like a village to be able to get to that point where you're making that big money each month. And when I say a village, I really mean a village. Like, you need thousands of people in your downline to be able to be making that bank. Okay, plus you have to wait for the commissions, just like you do in the high ticket products. And we're talking small commissions here, guys. I've been in network marketing, and you do a lot to get a little. Okay, and then you've got on the other side of the spectrum, you've got the higher ticket items. The entry price is a lot more to get in, but you can get bigger commissions. But you've got to invest a lot, and you've got to keep pumping money into that to keep those paid ads going. So you're just consistently dumping money into there, and a lot of people don't have that kind of money to be able to get it going. Plus, then you've also got that time lag of when you actually get paid. Our model here in the middle, it's $1,000 commissions that are paid right when you make them. So it's really an amazing, powerful system that we have here. What type of product do you want to have that is going to hit mass market industry-wide? Well, you want to focus on these two key areas: personal development and leadership, and marketing strategies that work for any business. Okay? So with our group, you're able to start getting those $1,000 commissions. You pay $299 per year, or you also have the option to pay $99 a quarter for the reseller rights. And then you get the product. Every time you sell it, you get 100% commission. So the product sells for $1,000, you get a $1,000 commission. And what is our product? Well, it's the Genesis Educational Library. And what does it go over? Well, it's got a few different sections in it. The first section is the personal development. So in here, you've got over 24 hours of the best in our industry talking about giving you their special sauce, giving you the secrets of how they got to be where they are. It's basically like getting all of these people in a room and picking their brain and getting the cream of their success. So my personal mentor is in here, Darren Little. You've got, Greg Gomez. You've got Ray Higdon, Tracy Walker. There's tons of names in here that if you've been in the industry for any amount of time, you're going to recognize and respect. So these are audios, and there's 24 hours worth of these audios in the Genesis library. It focuses on personal development. Then you also get this Village, which is a mixture of audio and videos. And if you've ever seen The Secret, The Secret was really great because it got the mainstream into thinking about law of attraction and mind over matter and that type of thing. But there's a lot more to that than what was covered in The Secret. And this is really a very, very strong foundation and a strong base to that, things like The Secret grew up out of. So if you can imagine, how strong and powerful something would be that The Secret grew out of, that's what this is right here. Then you've got another section that covers health and wellness, because many of you, if you're in direct sales or you're in network marketing, you probably have some kind of health aspect, so you understand this. But a lot of people who are working online or in this type of business forget about their health, and so this is just a really great way to be reminded and be focused on not only your mind health and what you're eating, but also what you're doing. Then this part right here is really what saved me, and it was really interesting because today on one of my posts, somebody said, "Oh, I went to your website and it was really great." Well, this is why right here. I didn't know anything about online marketing before I got into this business. Nothing at all. Like everything, this whole thing being put up and presented to you, I did all of this. Okay, I didn't pay anybody to do this. I did it all. And you can do it too, regardless of your level. I mean, my mentor, Darren Little, he is a self-admitted hunt and peck person on the keyboard, okay? And if he can make $100,000 in a month, you guys can do this too. So anyway, you can get so much out of here. There's, it talks about blogging, and it talks about traffic, and it talks about Google AdWords, and, paid ads and Facebook stuff, and there's just so many different things that you can learn from here. This resource is amazing, okay? And this is the other part of the Genesis library that you get. Now, that's the product that you're selling, and you're able to get those $1,000 commissions. Now, I want you to imagine if you've got $1,000 commissions coming in, what that does for your business, okay? And they're coming in right away. You don't have to wait for them. You can use it for cash flow to put back into your business. You've got that ATM machine running, and you're able to afford those other products and be able to have those multiple streams of income coming in. So, how do you like that? Probably pretty well, because I certainly do. And, it's definitely important. So if you don't understand this, I'm sorry, but I don't know how else to explain it. You get 10 sales a month, you've got a $10,000 a month. 20 sales, you got 20,000. 30 sales, you've got 30,000. You don't have to worry about some complicated payment scheme. This is what it is. And I'll show you how it works. So if this is you right here, your very first sale that's over there on its own, that first sale, we have the 1-up payment option, where your first sale goes to your sponsor. But after that, every sale that you make, it goes to you. So your first sale goes to your sponsor. Your second sale, number 2, that's $1,000 back to you, okay? Then your third, their first sale, their qualifying sale, that's why it says QS, that also goes to you, okay? And that person's qualifying sale goes to you. And that person's qualifying sale goes to you. And that can go on for infinity, okay? Then if you find another person, that $1,000, their first sale goes to you. And their first sale also goes to you. So you can see how pretty quickly this can become really, really powerful. And if you've got people that are not qualified and you can show them how to have one sale in a week, you can make a $10,000 week, okay? I've seen it happen, guys. It's really amazing when you start to see some of these numbers really add up. These are real people, okay? Any of these names, you want to jot them down and you want to go or take a screenshot and talk to these people. They're real people, guys. They're not, there's nothing to hide with any of this. Ulia, she's awesome. She's one of the leaders in the industry. This is kind of old. She's had some other pretty amazing results since then, but $3,000 in 5 days, okay? Michelle Tracy Anderson, she was a stay-at-home mom, and she was able to make $10K her first month, okay? Stay-at-home mom. If you are thinking, well, I've got a job that I have to work and I don't see how I could do this, well, Justin works full-time as an engineer. And he does this in his spare time, a couple hours a night, and his first month, he made $13,000. So, that excuse right there kind of goes out the window. Kim Justice, she was a fitness coach, and then she became an online marketer. And she had never done online marketing before, and she made $16K in 7 weeks. So you don't have to be a seasoned marketer to be able to do this. Jeff Lynn, however, he had worked in different companies. He had done a lot of different things before, and he hadn't had that breakthrough. But joining Black Ops, he was able to have his breakthrough and get that $25K in just 5 weeks. Eagle, he was a personal trainer. He had 0 experience, and he had some pretty incredible results in his first 19 days. Now, Robbie's story is just kind of mind-blowing because he was a 17-year-old kid. He actually sold his car to join, and he ended up making $35K in 30 days. And that's just mind-blowing. So if you think you have an excuse of why you can't do it, I really challenge you to kind of throw that out the door, because anybody can do this business and you can have whatever results you put your mind to. Vitali, he was an online marketer who had some really good results. He had been making about $10K a month. He'd done a lot. He'd spent tons and tons of money on ads and marketing, and he'd gone way, way into debt, was having some results, but he wasn't having that real breakthrough. Then he joined Black Ops, and in 3 months he had made $80,000. So, and none of these results, guys, that you're seeing are with paid strategies. Okay, this is all free. All of this is profit. And I don't know how else to say that, but it's really, really powerful, because you're not just, when you see numbers from people who are getting, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month, what they're not telling you is they're spending half of that on paid strategies. Everything in this presentation, all the people in here, this is from free strategies that these numbers came from. This is my mentor, Darren Little, and he not only made $148,000 in 13 weeks, but his first 30 days, he made $108K, or 104. We'll just say 100, but it was more than $100,000 in 30 days. I think you can say that that's pretty amazing. So I want to ask you, what if I gave you our entire campaigns, okay? So, and this says from 90 days, but this was actually in 6 months. But you're going to get all of our ads, not ads, but all of our postings, all of the copy, everything that we do, you get access to that, okay? You don't have to come up with your own stuff. Not only do we do that, but we tell you how to talk to people. We tell you how to post, when to post, what to post. It's basically, we hand everything to you on a silver platter, okay? You get to see the actual content that we use. We go behind the scenes and show you live recruiting. We show you chats. We show you all of this. And we also teach you how you can recruit reps within 6 to 45 minutes. I know that sounds crazy, but when you have this information, you're able to do that. And our fastest time was actually 180 seconds. And that's just like, okay, 3 minutes. How can you possibly recruit somebody in 3 minutes? Well, you can, okay? It's been done. So this is did I miss something? Oh yeah, our Facebook group. Okay, so if you've been in Facebook groups before, sometimes they're kind of lame and they just give you a little bit of a warm fuzzy feeling, but they don't really do anything. If you group yourself around really successful, really high energy, really mind-focused people, it's going to lift you up. And that's what this Facebook group actually does. So it is definitely a value to be a part of the group, hands down. The first bonus that you're going to get is the live Millionaire Mentoring with Darren Little. All right. If you go and try to talk to him personally and get him to mentor you, you're going to have to spend $10,000. Okay. We get this access as a bonus because myself and the other people on my team who invited you here, we're all part of Black Ops. And so whoever we bring into Black Ops gets to have this live Millionaire Mentoring. You can get the product, you can get the Genesis library outside of Black Ops, but you're not going to get this whole group. You're not going to get the mentoring, and you're not going to get this success. There's a reason why our team is the only team selling this product that has these kind of results, and it's right here. Okay, this Millionaire Mentoring that you get with a live real mentor, to me it's priceless. It really is priceless. You get me live weekly mentoring. I work with my team and I go behind the scenes. You get to see live recruiting. You get to have my copy. You get to do everything that I'm doing. I help you out with that. You're going to get 2 hours of recruitment training, okay? How to recruit reps in 6 to 45 minutes. And this is a $2,000 value, okay? That's Darren there. You're also going to get access to our Facebook group. And like I said before, this actually is really valuable. Back here, you can't really see it from this picture, but there's a files section. And in this files section, it's like a treasure trove of marketing secrets from the last 30 years that Darren, and we also have some other millionaire mentors in our group, Ari Maccabee and Tom Selly. And you've got these combined minds of these guys, and they give you everything to be able to succeed in here. That's what you get with this group. And you're able to start having that Facebook ATM running, pop in those $1,000 commissions. So we also have another program that I didn't talk about in here, but it actually allows you to be making these $1,000 commissions while you sleep. And it's really real. Like, it's not a saying of while you sleep. You set it up and it's just running. It's just running. So these campaigns that have had $13K in a day, $25 in a week, $100,000 in a month, and $1 million, over $1 million in team commissions. And again, when I say these numbers, it's pure profit, guys. You're not spending money on ads or other kind of paid marketing strategies. This is money in your pocket, okay? So you get the Genesis library. That's the one I talked about before, that's got the two major areas that we want to hit in the market: personal development and leadership, and marketing strategies that you can use for any business. That's a $13.49 value. Then you've got the bonus live millionaire mentoring. Okay, he does this very often, and if you went out into the marketplace, you'd have to be paying $10,000 for it, and you get it for free. You get my weekly live mentoring, and of course that's priceless. You also get 2 hours of that recruiting training that I told you is 6 to 45 minutes, and you also get the Facebook group. So you've got a value here of over $15,000, okay? But you get started and you don't have to pay $13.49. All you have to pay is for the Genesis product, okay? That's all you have to pay to get started. And all you have to do is click the link below or go to the person who sent you here and talk to them about getting started. It's very, very easy to do. I also invite you to come into my Awaken to Profits private Facebook group, because if you got some value from this webinar, I put all kinds of stuff into this group. We've got personal development, marketing strategies, manifestation secrets, all kinds of good stuff in the Facebook group Awaken to Profits. Okay, so if you've stayed on this long, you're definitely due for some bonuses. Contact me or contact the person who invited you to this, and you will get an exclusive interview with my millionaire mentor on his exact secrets of how he made $108K in just 30 days. A meditation that's really going to help you to step into your power, because again, this is a leadership business that we're in, guys. And the faster that you can start to find your own leadership, the faster you're going to start to see some really incredible results in your life. And so it's really powerful. How to develop a 9K per day mindset. This is really effective too. And that's 9K per day. So even just saying that to some people makes them feel uncomfortable. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, you definitely need to listen to this to start shifting your mind. And then I'll also send you really powerful manifesting audios. It's actually over about 12 hours of information there for that. But I definitely want to thank you. I'm going to take it back over to the video for a second. But this is my contact information, so feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to the person who invited you here. And I'm back on here. And I really want to connect with you and let you know that everything that we have in our group is shared. And everything that my millionaire mentor does, he shares with me. Okay, he uses the same strategies on a daily basis to make crazy money, and he shares those same strategies with us. Okay, so whatever business that you're in, what you really want to do is come inside of yourself and rise up and let yourself come out. Let yourself, your true being, come out and help people. Okay, be that leader. Be that person, that source of inspiration for somebody else. Take the things that you know how to do, turn around and share them with other people, okay? You're automatically going to be risen up as a leader, okay? And we need leaders. We need more of that out there. So you have everything inside of you. And I want to say, if anything in here resonated with you, okay, if there's any little bit that just kind of made you want to take attention or make you think a little bit, please consider it, because my intention before going into this was to connect to the people who really need this information. Okay, that's my true intention for this. And so if you're one of those people, I highly encourage you to act, okay? Because time's going to keep on going, and if you don't act, you're just going to be stuck with the same stuff that you have right now. So anyway, thank you so much for your time. Feel free to reach out to me, reach out to the person who brought you to this webinar. And I just want to thank you, and I hope you have an amazing night. And I hope that you feel like you got some value out of tonight, coming on and spending time with us. So take care, and until the next time.